Hey. Hey, Gunga Singer. Hey.
Fuck off.
What are you doing?
I'm sleeping, you idiot.
Sorry. I didn't realize. But, I can't sleep.
Take some NyQuil. What the hell time? Oh my god, it's 3:17. Go to bed.
Sure. But listen, man. I thought maybe we could do the metal vinyl tag for 2021 and then maybe listening to you drone on and shit. It might help me, you know? Let me turn on this light anyways.
Turn it off!
And hey, here, look. I brought us a couple of beers, too.
Metal tag, and then I'm going to bed, okay?
We have Metal Mickey and Cloudy Milders contest, too. Down to it, man. Music from a band that you like, but it gets spoiled by the vocals.
Oh shit, that's easy for me, man. Striper, Michael, sweet, goddamn, he seems like a super nice guy. And don't give me that horseshit. Oh, you just don't like him because they're a Christian band. No, not the case at all, man. It's just he's all right on some songs, but it just has a tendency to really grate my nerves. Now, on the other end of the spectrum, I love King Diamond. Don't get me wrong. Don't jump down my throat here. But when King gets up into that kind of like 5th octave range where he sounds like a banshee getting its nuts pulled off, yeah, that irritates me too, okay? So look, it's not a Christian thing.
An album that you love that gets let down by bad production.
Easily for me, Black Sabbath Born Again. Look, I don't have any problems with the muddy production, to be honest with you, man, but I have heard some kind of quasi-unofficial remasters, and it is brilliant. Far superior. I have no problems with the post-Ozzy period, man. I love Ian Gillan in this album. I would have loved to have seen more. So many stories as to why this album kind of has that kind of murky sound. A lot of egos, cocaine, Geezer Butler cranking the bass. I don't know. Whatever, man. To me, it's perfect. But yeah, fuck it. It's a C- production.
A band that suffers from a weak member. Weak member.
Oh man, I could go on for hours and hours on how Wasp never, ever, fucking ever should have got rid of Tony Richards. To me, it's up there with the canning of Steve Adler. Big mistake. It took a real team effort, man, to screw up Wasp's sophomore album like that, man. From Blackie Lawrence here, the big label pressure, overproduced album with like 3 somewhat memorable tracks on an otherwise bland effort. Steve Riley, Go Back to LA Guns, you're drunk. You look and you play drunk. And not in that fun, heroined out Gar Samuelson way either.
Show an album that defines heavy.
Motorhead, Overkill. I don't really think I need to say anything here that hasn't already been said, but you know, when that needle hit the groove for the very first time and that famous Phil double pedal drum beat kicked in, it seriously almost blew out my headphones. I'm not alone on this. But you knew this was going to be lethal and very, very special. Filthy, Fast Eddie, Lemmy Man, a Voltron of pill-headed, booze-fueled speed freaks captured perfectly on this one.
Show an album that was recommended to you by somebody else in the VC.
Oh, I got a twofer here, man. I got a respectable punk collection, but for the record, I'm no punker. Never have been, never will. Fuck, I got a Zuby shirt despite y'all. But Eric Bauer, man, that hard ticket to Hawaii, he got me into the Jeff Dahl band, Vomit Wet Kiss, 1988. That shit is killer, man. You gotta pick that up. And the other one, Metal Theologian, man, you can trust that kid too. Triton, Silent Tiger, quality Jesus metal, man, that, yeah, you could easily find shit to make fun of, but gosh darn, man, is it ever a smoker. Thanks, boys.
Show an album that takes your musical tastes in a different direction.
Those hooligans at Grown Man Record Night, man, they can do no wrong in my books, and I really hope you subscribe to that show because it is absolutely brilliant. But when Mikey Bananas recommended Black Market Brass Undying Thirst, this 10-piece band out of Minneapolis that kind of play classic 70s Afrobeat, Afro-funk, I was curious, man, cautious, but skeptical. But goddamn, man, was it ever the prescription that I needed? I can't thank Dr. Bananas MD enough for this one. Check it out, man.
Number 7, a gem from your collection.
OG 1983 Soldiers of Metal 7-inch single. No, this is not that Record Store Day scam that was released with like Joey singing some of these tunes from Spreading the Disease tour in 85. No, man, this is the real deal. The Neil Turbin doing the title track in Howling Furies, man. I got some dandies in my collection, but this one is very special to me.
The band in your collection that's formed the closest to where you live.
Growing up in the Labrador-Quebec border, man, I guess the band closest to me would be Voivod from Jonquière, Quebec. Same as Messiah Force. There was something in the water there for sure, and I should know, man, because I spent many summers there with my family growing up. Huge Voivod fan, but hey, who the hell isn't? Salut Audrey Simon, ça va? See what I mean? Super French.
A metal album that you reach for when you want a little bit of melody.
Being the old soft surf that I am, I could have reached for a number of records, man, from the collection, but one that always scratched that itch Itch, probably Warlock. Now while I'm a bigger fan of the heavier Burning the Witches and Hellbound records, this one scratches the melody itch pretty good. Now with both guitarists dropping out here, man, Doro, I Am That Heart, Lita Ford, LA Glam Cash sticks her legs and thumbs out and hitches a ride to Hollywood with this overproduced casual headbanger that, really I don't have any problems with as I lounge around the pool guzzling margaritas, man.
Whoa, controversial. Which subgenre of metal would you delete from existence?
What the hell is like Five Finger Death Punch and Disturbed? I know they're super talented, probably some super nice guys, man. We might go out and have some chicken wings, have some beers, watch a sports match together, no problems. But musically, that sound, I'd have no fucking problems launching that shit into the sun. That's just me. Is that too harsh?
The one album in your collection you'd sell first.
Sell one of my babies. What are you, nuts? But I guess at gunpoint, if I had to pick one, probably Crocus Metal Rendezvous. Not that I'm not a fan of this record or Crocus in general, it's just, it seems to be the record, that and Santra's, that I come across a lot out there. I guess if I wanted some fast cash for a Coke and a bag of chips, yeah, I'd sell that album. But all I'd have to do is just open my door and maybe trip over one, because they seem to be roaming in the wild out here.
Number 12, the band or artist that you would most like to see make another album or maybe at least a reissue in 2021.
Oh boy, I thought about this one, man, because careful what you wish for. I've seen this, bands that I loved came back, and it's like, oh Jesus. But the more I thought about it, just to play along with you guys, I thought it would be absolutely hilarious if Lords of the Crimson Alliance put out a new album, because man, I've got some questions there. Who the hell are they, and what would they sound like today? Picture reading this, man. Lords of the Crimson Alliance, after all these years, 1986, they're coming back with a new record. Are you excited? Because holy shit, I am. Gonna be a train wreck, but it's gonna be awesome.
Number 13, which 80s metal act would you love to see make a comeback album?
Man, I really think that the world needs more Damien Thorne. Am I the only guy here thinking this? I don't think so. And seeing that things are so goddamn miserable right now, I'm not gonna say no to more of something that makes me less goddamn miserable. That'd be stupid, right? Of course. Come on, Damien Thorne, more of it.
Show an alternative variation of an album cover. Oh shit, I know what might be coming here.
Oh boy, I gotta be careful here, man. Scorpions Virgin Killer. Holy shit. Obviously, I can't show this, and I'm sure some of you probably showed this in your metal tags as well. I don't know what the hell they were thinking, man. I have a lot of questions here. Like, who okayed this initially? Who is this girl? What does she think about this today? What the fuck were her parents thinking when they released this? Like, I mean, is this a cool 70s European artistic expression sort of thing that I just can't grasp because I'm some sort of like puritanical North American asshole? I'm uncomfortable with it, but I guess not to be a hypocrite, I'm not uncomfortable enough to not own it. But goddamn, man, Scorpions, you have had some doozy covers, but this one takes the taco, man.
Name a band that defines metal for you.
I mean, love them or hate them. To me, Manowar with that sword-wielding, fur-skinned, greased-up Conan-obsessed boomer metal, to me, this is exactly what I think every 80s mom or punk imagined when the words heavy metal band got uttered. Yeah, it's cornball, it's dangerously cheesy, but it's delivered with genuine conviction. Like, I have no doubt that they believe this. And then there's even Orson Welles narrating these things. He's clearly phoning it in, drunk as hell. And one last thing, how many bands out there that said, don't label us as heavy metal, man, we're just a rock and roll band? That never happened with Manowar.
Number 16, show your most metallic metal cover.
Holy shit, would you take a look at this? I mean, I could have picked any of my Mausoleum records, or actually probably 40% of everything else. Sire, Death Before Dishonor. This is a gem. Greased up, naked barbarian fighting a metallic snake in the middle of a body of raging water in a fucking lightning storm. This probably has to be the most dangerous place, especially in these conditions. OSHA would shit their pants, man, if they saw these working conditions Sire clearly needed to work in to put food on the table, man. Beat this!
Number 17, an album they kind of disliked at first, but now you really dig it.
I don't want to start lying to you. As a thrash kid, I didn't care too much for this whole death metal thing when I first heard it. I was more of a Randy Burns man than a Scott Burns guy. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, Cannibal Corpse was that band that both repulsed and captivated me. Like, the visuals and the music, liked it, approved. I was morbidly curious by the whole thing, but Burns' voice, man, turned me off big time. And then Deicide came out, and then I shifted my hate to them. Anyways, listen, this turned out to be a big personal growth opportunity for me because when I did get it, I got it. And then I got a whole lot more of it. Now, I'm not talking Ken's Metal Crypt got it, but I got it. You get it?
An album that you really love, but now you're like, not so much.
I got two here. But I want to make this crystal clear. I'm not a guy that believes in killing your heroes, and I don't hit a guy when he's down. But for the sake of this, okay, sure, I may have been a little bit off when I once claimed that the Rods were one of the greatest bands in the world. Yeah, this is kind of a chore to listen to, but I didn't want to believe it, right? Like, it's like when I first saw Phantom Menace. Also, Twisted Sister come out and play, it's kind of shit, and it makes Love is for Suckers sound like Zeppelin 4. Cool cover though, and that video with Alice Cooper and the Tom Savini makeup effects, that won me as a kid, but yeah, not the greatest work.
For 19, a metal band that deserves more recognition.
Easily Talon. What the hell, people? Germany's Talon was led by Uwe Hoffmann, 3 albums, all great. Oh sure, metal theologian's gonna have you believe that Neutralized is the best. It's great, but it's no Never Look Back, and you can believe that, daddy. In all seriousness, man, if anyone has that Lost video that they did with Lee Aaron, please contact me. Seriously. And I still love the fact that while they were touring together, they had a high-speed chase in a giant tour bus with Russian soldiers trying to arrest them for accidentally traveling into a restricted zone.
At number 20, your number one holy grail in 2021.
Oh, I'm shooting for the stars here, kids, but if we're gonna do it, let's do it big. Like, I've been putting some lawn mowing gig money aside for real deal Soundhouse tapes. I know. Also, I'm in the market for Sacrifice's Street Fighter 7-inch. I've got some expensive tastes, I'm aware of this, but like they say, the dream's free, the journey is not. Write that down. Anyway, that's it. Fuck, I am wide awake now. Let's pop a few more beers, man, and hear yours, Castillo.
What are you, fucking crazy, man? Some of us gotta work in the morning.